Good morning, YouTube. Happy Sunday. Just getting hooked up here on uh, my TikTok account, and we can get going. If you coming on, drop it a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. I'm trying to do multitasking here. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Tell me why you're on social media. I'd love to know. Gonna get going here. I'm live streaming, just not from YouTube, but I'm also live streaming from TikTok at the same time. I have some software that's pretty cool that lets me do that. Drop me a comment if you're coming on. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Happy Sunday. Yes, and I'm in my Phillies attire here because they play this afternoon. They won last night, and Kyle Schwarber hit a grand slam. Actually, on a friend of mine on her birthday, he also hit 3 home runs at the All-Star game, which is really pretty cool. So let me go over to here. I'm going to start streaming on TikTok here at the same time.
Hey, can you watch the? I'm sorry to anybody.
Yeah, TikTok always gives me this weird message that I have to stop streaming at another place, which isn't true. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Whether you're I have TikTok over here and I got YouTube over here. If you're coming on, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Rano. Where are you coming in from? If I didn't pronounce your name correctly, I apologize. Or what do people call you? Good morning, Samantha. Let me know. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday, everybody. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Rano. Good morning, Samantha. Good morning, Dave. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Would love to know. Good morning, Dorito. Good morning, Mother of Nature. Good morning, Velma. Good morning, Raw Media. What do people call you? Good morning, Ivy Dragon. What do people call you? Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Chapon Ping Pan. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Good morning, Impressive 67. Good morning, Sandra. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, B. White. Good morning, Zach. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Kristen. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, TCC. Good morning, Lori. Where are you coming in from? Good morning, Down Low. Good morning, Big Daddy. Good morning, Anthony. Would love to know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I'm doing these every day, going live at it's almost 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where I live. Every day, if you've got questions, I've been working from home for actually be 14 years in September, making money from home. I haven't worked a job in over 9 years. If you have questions, or if you're doing the same thing, or maybe you're just, I don't know, maybe just hanging out on social media, if there's something I can help you with, if there's something you're trying to learn, good morning, Noel. Good morning, Jennifer. Be happy to come on one of these and do a training if it's something I know that I've done. Good morning, Jennifer. Where are you coming in from? Drop me a comment. Love to know where you're coming in from and why you're on social media. Good morning, Harold. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Diaz. Good morning, Rosemary. Good morning, I'm Mary. Good morning, Debbie C. Good morning, Samir Sam. Where are you coming in from? Drop me a comment. Love to know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, KV. Good morning, user 22430. That's not what do people call you? Good morning, Vivian. I live outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Marcel. Good morning, Cockjoin Bay. Good morning, Vicky. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. If anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Lise Weber. Where you're coming in from? Love to know why you're on social media. I have a business, that's why, and I'm streaming here at the same time on TikTok. I got TikTok over here, and I got YouTube over on my right, on my laptop. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Saved 85. Good morning, Meadow Sage. Good morning, user 54828. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Meadow Sage. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know why you're on social media. Good morning, user 243. Good morning, Boss Hug. Good morning, Mandy. A lot of people coming on. Good morning, Lise Weber. I think you've Lisa. Okay, thank you. Good morning. Oh, I can't make that one out. Some of these actually people aren't using names, and some people just they never put a name on their social media profile, so it just says user and a bunch of numbers. A lot of times, people that are doing Good morning, Elizabeth, they don't even put a picture. So, I mean, if you're using Good morning, Margot, Good morning, Oreo, Good morning, Kelly. If you're using social media for anything, if it's business or you've got something you're passionate about, yeah, if you share this out, I'd really appreciate it. You really want to put your name or whatever it is that you're so people can come to your profile and they know what your profile's about. A lot of people get on. I think they just create accounts. I don't know if you just like spending time. I did have some people tell me they were bored, and that's why they didn't have anything else to do, so they were getting on TikTok or YouTube. I use a couple different platforms. Most of my time I spend on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. Is it Sadid? Saad. Good morning, Arissa. Good morning, Kaylee. Some of these they're because it just says user and number. Good morning, Carla. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Zoe. Anybody using the add live goal feature? I think that's something new. Good morning, Donna. I haven't seen that one before. Good morning, Sin. Good morning, Dragon. Where are you coming in from? Love to know where you're coming in from and why you're on social media. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Fran. Good morning, Zoe. I'd really appreciate if you'd share this out. Good morning, IDKY. Good morning, user 5522. I'm not going to read the rest of the numbers. Good morning, user 3656. There's a lot of numbers on those. The people that you're just using, you just set accounts up and you're just whatever. I'm assuming that's what TikTok assigned you if you don't go in and put a name. I've always used a name because I am using this for business. and I want to brand myself. Good morning, Dom. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Good morning, Char. Good morning, Ivy Dragon. Good morning, user 31454. I'm not going to read all those numbers. Good morning, Chateau. Good morning, Soul Amazing. Good morning, C. Good morning, A Bella Curve. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning, Soul. Good morning, Chantal. Good morning, C. Good morning, MKB2528. Good morning, A Bella Curve. Drop me a comment. Good morning, Lisa. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday, everybody. If anybody has any questions, I've been working from home for actually, it'll be 14 years in September. Good morning, and good morning, Rodriguez. Good morning, Notorious. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Notorious. Good morning, Walk Alone. What do people call you? Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from, why you're on social media. I live about 40 minutes outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I have a business. I've been working from home for actually it'll be 14 years in September. That's why I use TikTok, YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Good morning, Hannah. Good morning, SM South. Good morning, Philby. Is it Fisher? Good morning, Rose. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. If you have a question, something I can help you with. I know some people are just spending time on or social media. Others of you, some of you that have gotten on, you're looking, or you're trying to make money from home. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, A Bella Curve. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Zella Love. And I'm looking at that flag. Is that flag Italy? My grandparents came to the United States from Italy right off the boat. My grandfather was like 16, and I still probably have some relatives there, although my grandfather died a long time ago. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Doesn't matter if you're coming on TikTok or YouTube. Oh, it's Dublin, Ireland. Okay. Um, okay. It actually, I guess the flags look similar. I hear Ireland is beautiful. The house I grew up in, our next door neighbors, they were 100% pure Irish. My mom and her got to be really good friends. Good morning, Lavender Minnie. Drop me a comment. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Wendy. Okay, half Cherokee Indian. Were you born and raised in Ireland, or are you a transplant? I've seen some pictures and stuff of the countryside in Ireland. It looks beautiful. Good morning, Kelly. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning, Malcolm X. Drop me a comment. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Neri. Good morning, Quinn123. Good morning, Shelby. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Bob. You were born and raised in San Francisco. Yeah, I've been to San Francisco too. Actually, I've been up and down the coast. I think San Diego is and I've been to San Diego 3 or 4 times. I think it's the weather there so beautiful. I was there like in January, and it can get up to like 70, but at night it did go down to 40s. I don't know if that's typical for San Diego weather. Good morning, baby girl. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Hi, Diana. Good morning. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Stephen. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Justine. Good morning. I don't know. Is that Mimi? Good morning. Where y'all coming in from? Happy Sunday. If anybody has a question, actually, I've been working from home, making money from home. It'll be 14 years in September. Haven't worked a full time job in over 9. What brings you to social media? Are you just hanging out, or do you have something you're passionate that you go online, or you're looking for ways you can make money from home? Good morning, Rebecca. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? So are you liking Dublin better than San Francisco? Good morning, Cole. Is it Cole? Coley B, and then it looks like there's a number after that. Happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know, why are you on social media? Good morning, Digital Diva. Anybody know what a flash goal is? You're avoiding chores? Okay. Had another guy that got on. Good morning, Nisa girl, that he just said he was bored, so he decided to jump on TikTok. Okay. Well, I'm not on social media because I'm bored. And I'm not, and actually I guess I could use this as an excuse to avoid chores, but I'm doing this every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. So good morning, B. I'm not even gonna try that one. Good morning, Nessa girl. Good morning. I can't see. It's the thing on TikTok is moving, so and I can't see what's at the top. It just says as a guest, because I have a business, and I'm trying to help more people, and this is a way um, to get reach more people. My mentor has done it, so she's helped a lot of people. Good morning, Rhonda. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? There's a lot of hurting people today. The economy, and it's your birthright to be wealthy, and that's biblical. It's my birthright to be wealthy. Most people, I've been in that. I know what it's like to be broke. I lost my job. I couldn't find another one. I found myself drowning in $250,000 in debt, and I had no idea how I was going to get out of this mess. Good morning, Mary Ann 72. Good morning, Liz. Um, and then I found this industry and haven't worked a job since. Good morning, Kay Wham. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I'm here, as I was saying, so I can help more people because that's really what this industry is about. The amount of money anybody makes, it's a reflection of your impact or how many people you've helped. Good morning, T. Deanna. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Meme World 2. Good morning, William. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Jerry. Appreciate it if you'd like, give the video a like, share it out. I'd really appreciate that. I used to live in New Jersey. What part of William? What part of New Jersey do you live in? Thank you, Meme World, for liking the video. And TikTok's telling me that multiple times. Thank you. Woodbridge, New Jersey. Is that South Jersey? Because I used to live in South Jersey. I lived there for 3 years. I was in South Jersey. Is that central, South Central, or North? Good morning, WP Gold. Exit 11. Okay, I don't know exactly where. I've been on if you mean the New Jersey Turnpike, I know where that is. I've been on the New Jersey Turnpike, but I can't say that I know all the exits. Good morning, Farah. Thank you, Meme World, for liking the video. I appreciate that, liking the video, sharing it out. Yeah, when I moved, that was in 96. I moved to New Jersey. Good morning. Oh, I'm not, the last part of that's KB. I'm not going to even try the first part of that. Where are you coming in from? Why are you on social media? I mean, when I moved to New Jersey, there was a lot of open space and they were doing a lot of building. And now, I mean, I think in terms of new housing, there's less because they developed a lot of the land over there. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Appreciate you liking the video, sharing it out. Thank you, Memes World. I see hearts coming up. Anybody know what a flash goal is, or have you used it? I mean, TikTok. I've been on TikTok since 2020, and they changed. It's changed. I mean, there's still some things that are the same, but they've changed a lot of things. And now this whole thing with, if you live in the United States, that TikTok being banned, and President Trump doing these 90-day things, which the next one expires in September, not knowing whether TikTok's going to be around for people in the US. Good morning, Sarah. Especially for those that are using it, and there's like billions of people. I mean, I see people on here. Good morning, Viola, talking about domestic violence, talking about, I mean, a bunch of different topics getting on. New Yorkers coming from New Jersey. Well, North Jersey. A lot of people live in North Jersey, like they commute into New York City because my one brother lived in New York City for a while. It's just so expensive housing in there. Good morning, Honey Badger. Thank you, Memes World, for liking the video. The cost of living there is sky high. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, user 673. Good morning, Melanie. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Anybody know what a live goal is, or have you used it? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Actually, I don't use taxis anymore. If I need a ride and I'm someplace or I'm out of town, Uber. Um, and I think Uber and that Lyft and that kind of stuff is kind of cut into the taxis. I should say their share of work, and I think the Uber is a little cheaper than taxis, and before Uber became, a thing, it can be pretty expensive to take a taxi, even if it's a short distance. I never really liked them. Good morning. Where are you coming in from? Drop me a comment. Love to know why are you on social media? I'm on social media because I have a business. Good morning, Fairy Tale 914. Um, been working from home. It'll be 14 years in September. I haven't worked a job in over 9. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, YouTube. Happy Sunday, TikTok. I'm streaming in 2 places at the same time. Good morning, Beyond Limits. Good morning, Sherry. Drop me a comment. Would love to know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Anybody has questions, I'd be glad to see if I can answer them, or maybe I need to point you to somebody else. Working from home is I have total autonomy. Don't have to, if I need time off, I don't have to go to a boss and ask. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Anybody know what a flash goal is on TikTok? Good morning, Miki. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Nina. I don't know if it's the same Nina that was on earlier. As people pop on, pop off, or maybe you're going back and forth. I mean, I've done the same thing between a couple of people's lives. Drop me a comment. Love to know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Good morning, Colby, Heather, Lay. Where are you coming in from? Drop me a comment. Let me know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Norfolk, Virginia. Okay. Been to Williamsburg a couple times. People in the South, I'm in the North, I'm outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. People in the South move slower, and I think they're a lot friendlier. If you were like in New York City and you went up and asked somebody for help, not that they wouldn't help you, but people in the South are just so much more friendly. Hi, Mike and Kathy. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, YouTube. Happy Sunday, TikTok. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Good morning, Rivera EIT. What do people call you? Anybody doing anything exciting today? Anybody know what a flash goal is on TikTok? Have you used it? Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Anybody's got any questions about making money from home, working remotely? Although I don't have a job. I'm not a recruiter or anything. I have a business, so I don't have anybody to I don't have a boss to report to. Good morning, Luis. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Anybody know? Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, something. It looks like digital. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Curious if anybody knows what a flash goal is on TikTok. Inquiring minds want to know. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning, Moss Line. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting? Drop me a comment. If you have any questions, be glad to see if I could answer them. Good morning, passive cash. Does that your handle mean that you're making passive cash online? I'm assuming that's your handle on TikTok. Good morning, happy Sunday. A question that a lot of people ask me. They don't want to get on camera. They want to see about making money from home, and they don't want to get on camera. Well, there's faceless marketing that you can do. And now, actually, you can use AI because I got an AI course at the beginning of June that I've been going through, and I've been creating all my content. Now, a live stream like this, you can't use AI, but for video content creation, and I've been making all my videos with AI. It's saving me a ton of time. I don't think AI is going away. And I think that I don't think AI will replace you. I think the person who learns how to use AI will replace you. It's changing. If you go to Google now and go search something, you'll notice the top results at the top. It's AI. Good morning, CJ. Happy Sunday. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Sarah. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I'm on social media because I have a business. I've been working from home, actually be 14 years in September. I have no boss. I have total autonomy. I can basically do what I want when I want. It's been life changing. I've had days where I've made more money in a day than I've made in a whole month. Happy Sunday. I am live streaming at the moment, both on TikTok and my YouTube channel. I have some cool software that I found. Cool. Good morning, Cool 88, 888. That it lets me live stream in two places at the same time. Good morning, Jennifer. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning, Craft. So Crinny 8. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Appreciate it if you can like the video and share it out, whether it's TikTok or YouTube. I'd really appreciate that. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Money Making Mama. So, are you working on TikTok at home to make money? So there's a couple more: passive cash, and then KY Money Making Mama. Good morning, Colby Heather. Good morning, user 5. And I'm not going to read off all those numbers. Happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? Why are you on social media? And I'll just assume passive cash and Money Making Mama, you're on TikTok, making money, trying to reach people, making money from home. I've been doing this for 14 years. Good morning, Lance. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Ninos. Good morning, Chris. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Where are you coming in from? There's enough interest. Actually, probably today's not a good day for that because I'm already been on here now for over half an hour. If anybody has an interest, how I'm using AI to create images, and then how I'm using AI to turn those images into videos. Good morning, Cotton Candy. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Anna. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Good morning, Cat Journey. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Is anybody doing anything fun today? Um, Somebody's sending me a thing to come on live, and somebody I don't know. Actually, you're gonna probably have to have me invite you if I want to bring people on. Good morning, happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? I would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Mary. Is it Mari? If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I apologize. Good morning, happy Sunday. Now, there's someone with my real name. You've made a fake account of me, the real Linda Bomba because that's not my handle on TikTok. You're a fake account, and you're one of the how many people that are making fake accounts of me and other people on social media, and you create, and then you messaging people that are following me, trying to get money from them. Shame on you. This industry has a bad rap anyway. So no, fake me. I'm not inviting you on. Good morning, Rose. Let me know where you're coming in from. Drop me a comment, RV81. Why are you on social media? For all you people making fake accounts, you cause that platform issues, you cause people that are using it issues. Good morning, user 90278. Why would you create a fake account of me and come on my live and expect that I would invite you? If I invite you, then I'm calling you out. Good morning, happy Sunday. Good morning, man. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? I'm on social media because I have a business. Been making money from home for be 14 years in September. Good morning, happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning. Where are you coming in from? Drop me a comment. Good morning. I'm not going to try your name. I know you've commented on a number of my YouTube videos. Thank you. If there's something I can help you with, if you have a question, let me know. I mean, I just started doing these lives early this week. I'm going to be doing them 10 a.m. Eastern every day, and you're probably in another part of the world. So I don't. I mean, it's about 10:30 where I'm at. That's Eastern time. I'm not sure where you're at or what time it is. It could be later. It could be earlier. But thank you for jumping on. Appreciate you liking and commenting on my stuff. You're from India. Okay. What time is it in India right now? Because I don't know. You may be. I know Singapore is about 12. I do some stuff with a company in Singapore. They're about 12 hours ahead of me. So you're probably, I don't know, 8 hours. There's probably a number of hours between my time zone and yours. I don't know what time zone you're in, but thank you for coming on. Good morning, Colby. Good morning, Inman266. I would, but I haven't done that. I can't make videos on stuff that I haven't done. It's not really ethical for me to do a training on something I haven't done about CPA marketing. I mean, I've heard of it, I know what it is, but I've never done it. I've never made any money with it. So for me it's just, to me, it's just not ethical. Um, and I don't know anybody off the top of my head that does CPA marketing. I don't really know how popular that is. Good morning, Nini. Good morning, Iman26688. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Yeah, it's not. And actually, truthfully, CPA marketing is not that popular. Um, I mean, and I don't think you can make very much money from it because some of the payouts for that, if you don't know how to drive traffic, that is a skill you have to master. If you've got something on that you're promoting, if you nobody sees it, you can't make any money with it. Good morning, happy Sunday. Good morning. Is it? And I'm probably not saying it correctly. Looks like niece and it's 63, a number after that. Anybody do use live goals on TikTok? Good morning, Joseph. Drop me a comment. I'd love to know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? I'm on social media. I've been working from home. It'll be 14 years in September, showing people how to make money from home. Haven't worked a full time job in over 9. My commute is literally from after I finish eating breakfast, going up a flight of steps. My office is upstairs in my house. That's where I'm at right now. That is, and I used to have, when I still work in a job, I spent 2 to 3 hours a day commuting in my car. Good morning, Lucy. And I do not miss that. Most of that was highway driving. Good morning, Seagrees, 8. And then if there was anything going on, if there was weather, traffic, an accident, construction, police activity, the commute was longer. We spent it, and I was driving on Interstate I-95 that goes up and down the East Coast from down as far as I think is like Virginia up into New York. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Good morning, Digital Mommy 11. Good morning, user 9098. Drop me a comment. Love to know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? If I can help you with anything, answer questions. And again, I apologize. I'm going back and forth between YouTube and TikTok. I don't know much about CPA marketing. You could go, one thing you could do, you could go to, and you'd have to probably pay for it, go to ClickBank. There's probably some courses on there, or Udemy is another one about learning CPA marketing. Um, I mean, if you really wanted to dive into it, I tell you to get a course about it because even if somebody put a video up on YouTube, the length of the video can only show, you can only show so much in a length of a video, even if there's a 30-minute YouTube video. Good morning, Cheryl. I mean, if you really want to learn something, because like I just got a course in AI. Actually, I'll be publishing a video on YouTube tomorrow about how you can use AI to create content. Good morning. Is it Tabitha? Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know why you're on social media. But ClickBank or Warrior Plus is another one. And some of them, they're not too expensive, but you could check on both of them and see if there's a course if you really want to learn it. And that's, I mean, the stuff that I've done, like I'm learning AI now. I took a course. I mean, I'm still going through the course. I got the course in the beginning of June. When I got on YouTube and I wanted to learn how to use YouTube, actually, I've taken 10 courses on YouTube. They're really the best way if you want to learn something. Good morning. Is it Nanique? Good morning, MZ Lady WG. What do people call you? Happy Sunday. Is anybody doing anything fun today? Hi, Kim. Where are you coming in from? Why are you on social media? I'd love to know. Anybody doing anything fun today? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? And Digital Mommy 11 is, what do people call you? Las Vegas. Oh, I have family in Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas a bunch of times. I've been in Las Vegas in December and January, and it's like 70 degrees. And where I live in December and January, it's cold. Good morning, Daniel. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Happy Sunday. Anybody doing anything fun today? If you have any questions about online marketing, working from home, good morning, Smile 7. Drop them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Anybody on TikTok? What is Live Goal? Have you used it? What is it? Good morning, Colby, Heather. I think you were on and you got off and you jumped back on. People have the tendency to do that on TikTok. Good morning. Is it Angie Dugan? There was even somebody on there that has created a fake account of me wanting me to invite them on to come on live. Good morning, baby girl. I mean, the fake accounts on social media are really kind of out of control now. And if you ask Meta, they'll tell you that people creating fake accounts is not against their community guidelines. But if you post something and they don't like it, then they'll tell you you went against their community guidelines. I've had 10 accounts on TikTok that I lost. Good morning, Diane. One that had over 200,000 followers. I stayed off of TikTok for a year because I was so disgusted. I'm actually spending more time on Instagram. Well, it's really not, it's a course or a program that you would want to get. I do digital marketing. I have a free PDF. If you want to learn about that, you can go to payudaily.com. The link is also, you're on my TikTok account is in my bio. You can go in, opt in. You'll get an email from me. There's a video. Well, there's one of me, there's one of my mentor, and there's the PDF. You can download it. And you can start with that. The program I'm involved with, depending on where you come in, you can come in from anywhere from $100 to $900, and then it's a one-time 39. Those are one-time fees. There's a one-time $39 fee to set up a website. Though, I mean, you can set your own website up if you've never done it. It's just easier, and it's just $39. And I mean, I've been doing this it'll be 14 years in September. I haven't worked a job in over 9. You need a proven system, and the program I'm in, it's a blueprint that'll show you can get down to working 2 to 3 hours a day. I mean, it's still work, but you can get it down. There's people that started still have full-time jobs, depending on what your goal is. I mean, do you want to just make some extra money, or are you at a job you want to replace the income from your money? Or I lost my job and I couldn't find another one. Good morning, State Goat. So I mean, when I started, I literally went to Google. I searched "make money online." I bought a website. It was a replicated website. The only training I had was a 3-page PDF. I mean, you really do need a mentor. They were showing you how to set up pay-per-click ads. I did that. I spent $3,000 on pay-per-click ads, and I didn't make any money. I did that for a year. And I was sending traffic to a replicated website, which you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. Had I had a mentor that could correct me and say that's not what you want to do, and you could take a look at the PDF. It's a proven blueprint that we teach you the correct way to use social media. I'm not doing any paid kind of advertising or traffic. You can if you want, but the traffic I'm getting, the leads and the sales I've got, it's all from free traffic using social media. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. If you're going to start out, I'd suggest you pick one social media platform and do it until you master it. And then once you master one, you can move on to others. Good morning, Kathy. Because I have somebody that's been messaging me. She's new, and she's on TikTok and she's on Instagram. And you really, until you get master one and you get to a point where you're getting consistent leads and you're getting some sales, then you can move to another platform. Pick something you like. If you don't like it, the reality is you won't stick to it. That's my advice to you if you want to start. But the PDF's free. You can go to payudaily.com. And there'll be a video right there after you opt in of my mentor. Look at the page. You'll get an email from me with the PDF. That's yours to keep. You can download it. You start with that if you want to follow the PDF. I did do that in the beginning, and actually the PDF I had wasn't free. I bought a website, and it's really hard to be successful with this without a mentor. The mentorship really, and now I'm starting. I just got a course in the beginning of June. I'm going through it to learn. I've been learning to use AI to create content. Now, something like this is a live stream. You can't use AI. I mean, I'm using it for video content. It's saving me a ton of time. In fact, this morning I just probably in about 15, 20 minutes, I did 2 videos. But AI is changing stuff. Good morning, Daniel. AI, I think, is going to change everything. I think it may even be like how much smartphones have changed how we communicate. This business is simple, but it's not easy, and simple and easy aren't the same thing. The people you see making money, it's because they were coachable, they're consistent, they showed up every day and they did the work. I mean, because you do have to do work. Now, my mentor just passed, and as crazy as it sounds, in about 2.5 years, making $5 million. I'm pretty sure by the we get to December 31st of this year, she'll exceed that. She'll probably be at 6 or 7. Good morning. Hi, Annie. Drop me a comment where you're coming in from, why you're on social media. Anybody on TikTok that knows what a live goal is, and have you used it? And Colby, when you say messed over, are you talking about you've been ripped off? Because I lost over $40,000 when I started this. And unfortunately, that does exist in this industry. And most people in my situation, I was out of work and losing that kind of money because I didn't have any income and I didn't have a partner to fall back on. But I always believed I could do this. And if you're willing to do the work, and yeah, unfortunately, the scams exist and it gives this industry a bad rap. Okay, yeah, Annie, my brother lived in New Hampshire for a long time. Um, you can certainly turn it into passive income. You can go to my bio or go to payudaily.com, opt in. There's a video of my mentor. You can read the page. You'll get an email from me. Well, there's another video of me. There's a free PDF. There'll be a link in my email. You can download that. That's yours to keep. That's a blueprint I've been using. You can check it out. I mean, that's what's free. Yeah, and I've lost over $40,000. You can, and Annie and Kobe both been asking, there's a free PDF. That's the blueprint. You can take a look at it. And if you want to, if you want to just go off the PDF and try that, there is information about the program. There's 4 different levels you can come in at, from 100 to 900. If you come in at the 100, you've opened up one income stream and you can keep earning 100 over and over. If you come in at the 900, that's what I did. You can earn on all 4 income streams, depending on, I mean, do you want to make some extra money? Are you at a job? You want to replace the income? Or maybe you're like me, I lost my job. Good morning, Doris. I was looking for a way to replace my income. So depending on what you want to do and how much money you want to make. And as I was saying, my mentor just in about 2.5 years has made $5 million. And I do think by the time we get to the end of this year, she'll be exceeding that. And you're saying both in lots. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Kim. I mean, this business really is simple, but it's not easy. If you're coachable, consistent, and when I say, because if you're trying to get some traction on social media, you got to be doing this 7 days a week. Coachable, consistent, you're willing to put the work in, and you can get this down to 2 to 3 hours a day. There are people that come, good morning, Dragonfly, that come in and start doing this while they still have a full-time job. And I did work a full-time job for about 2 years. You can work, you have to find time throughout your day where you can do this. and lots of money. Okay. Well, check out the PDF, look at the page, listen to my mentor. You can see the different programs. If you want to make a lot of money, then you want to come in at the 900 because um, she definitely came at the 900. It opens 4 income streams. There are some payment plans there. That information's on the page too. Good morning, Cindy. Happy Sunday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Yeah, and if you're saying you're working a full time job, you can certainly get to that point. I do recommend to people. How long have I be 14 years in September? Um, there are certainly people I would, if you want to leave, if you have a full time job and you want to leave it, that I would suggest to you that once you're making the same amount of money online that you're making at your job, and you've been doing that consistently for, I'd say, 6 months, and you have money coming in consistently, then if you want to quit your job, there's other people. We have somebody in our community. She was working 2 jobs. She's a single mom, and I've worked 2 jobs too. Actually, at one point I worked 2 jobs and went to school at night. It's exhausting to do that. And she was able to quit both those jobs. Good morning, Cami. So, that's totally possible. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know the time and effort you'll put into it. Um, the people you see making money, and I'm no exception, it's because they showed up, they did the work, and you can get this down to 2 or 3 days, but you have to be willing to put the work in. It's mindset and skill set, and you have to master it. Good morning. Is it Rita? Happy Sunday. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Chris. Happy Sunday. So if anybody else is interested, in a couple of people that were asking, the link is in my bio. Um, and I don't I don't know that that's the real Michelle O'Neill. Is that the real Michelle O'Neill, or are you a fake account? I'm trying to look at the handle, because I just had somebody pop up and invite me to come, invite them to come on. It was a fake account of me. They didn't. I know what my handle is. Yeah, it's a fake account because there's some misspellings. I'd have to go back and look at actually at Michelle's handle, but there's a ton of fake accounts on social media. Good morning, Tracy. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. So if you're the real Michelle O'Neill, tell me where you just traveled to and drop in the comments. If it's really you, you'd know that. Good morning. Happy Sunday. And there's tons of fake accounts on social media. So on Instagram, I got verified because people weren't sure. And there's probably at least 10 or 15 fake accounts of me on Instagram. Well, we're coming up here on the hour. If anybody, before I go, if you got something else you want to ask me, because I'm going to get off this in a minute or two. I am doing these every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless they say otherwise. What do I do in my program? Basically, I do this live stream. I post 3 videos a day. That's the blueprint. There's a little bit more to the blueprint. The PDF will explain it to you, but that's what I'm working about 2 to 4 hours a day. Now I'm on multiple platforms because I'm using TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So if you want to do more than one platform, you're probably going to have to spend a little bit more time than like 2 hours, but you can get it down to that. But the blueprint does tell you, and I've tested this myself. I'm using TikTok and Instagram. I take the videos I post on TikTok and put them on Instagram. 3 videos a day is the sweet spot. Now my Instagram account and this TikTok account, they're new. I've been posting them for a year. And now I'm going to get cut off from TikTok. They're giving me a message. Yeah, they're going to cut me off. So I'm going to get off now. I'm getting a message from them. I appreciate everybody coming on. I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, I am, Annie. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for coming on. I'll see you guys tomorrow.